Right, good morning to all of you. Today is the 20th of January 2021. Today is the day where the new administration is going to start. Okay, at what time? 12 noon. Okay, at 12 noon, this new administration will cross over. Right, Donald Trump is already on the way out of Washington already. He's going away. And of course, now is whereby we will look at what will happen. From now onwards, it's going to be pretty interesting. But nonetheless, it's all right. Whatever happened, we still have to follow the market to trade. Agree? Okay, let's just begin for this morning MAO. Everybody, can you see my PowerPoint? Yes, can see my PowerPoint? Morning to you, Allison. Morning to you, Jerry. Yes? Okay, excellent. Okay, so today the new caption is the new administration begins. Okay, so we know that today is a crossover. We wish Biden all the best. Really, seriously, wish him all the best. All right, before we start this morning, okay, let's just do the regular disclaimer first, okay? The regular disclaimer. I need everyone, all right, online now, if do me a little favor. Now, some of you perpetually never write, okay? I mean, serious, just let you know, we have managed to test some stuff, and pretty soon, the MAO will only be for students only. All right, it's only for students, and it will be broadcast in our Facebook page. Okay, our own Trade with the Boys students only page. Okay, that means the link will be over there. Okay, from 1st of February onwards. Okay, it's a changeover. So if public audience really love my MAO and you want to be part of this, then obviously you join us as a student. Okay. Now, if you really want to wait for the replay, okay, the replay will come out late in the evening. The replay will come out late in the evening. So what is the good part of this is that, right, students now, if you actually attend late, then you can watch the replay almost instantly, even at any time you want, because it's linked to Facebook. That's a good part of that. So that means that students, if 8:30 you cannot make it on time, doesn't matter. You can actually come in a bit later to watch the replay. Okay, but of course you can ask any questions. Okay. The not so good part is that, right? Obviously, it's all right. There's the interaction will be a little bit not so easy. All right, not so easy. But then nonetheless, itself that is a move on here, and I hope you guys will appreciate this movement so that you guys can watch this replay ASAP for students. Okay, for public audience, then you wait for the replay, and it could be late in the evening. Okay, right. Thank you so much for this disclaimer, everybody. Appreciate that. Wow. Okay. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, let's go on. The big news right now. Okay. Now, I watched both of their speeches. First time I watched both of them. Okay, really. I watched Joe Biden speaks before departing for Washington. I watched Donald Trump farewell address before he leaves from Washington. Now, I can tell you a very interesting thing. I mean, just look at the numbers, that's all. Look, on NBC, on this PBS NewsHour now, this one is not the very mainstream media, but these are the only two videos that have the highest number of viewers, okay? So I basically captured that. I realized that, right, at the same time, when both were delivering their speeches, okay, Joe Biden has about 177,000 on NBC watching it. And on this PBS, we have about 77,000. Okay, now, of course, we compare to the number of subscribers that they have. NBC has 5 million. And BPS has about 2.3 million. And look in terms of their numbers. Anywhere look like 80 million supporter. Anywhere look like 80 million supporter. I don't know how to differentiate this. So when I'm watching his speech, I tell you, man, serious. He was doing this, yeah, all the way. He's doing this actually. Serious. I was like, oh gosh, he really like the energy, really. He really liked the energy. I think he should take more health product, in my personal opinion. Okay, not against him, okay, but just, oh my God, it was so draggy, very tiring. Now, Donald Trump, now I have not watched his speeches for a longer while. Now, this speech, honestly, he really probably followed what he's supposed to speak. And I tell you, if he had spoke in this manner last year to this year, I tell you, man, I think the whole entire America will support him. It was one of his better speech, in my opinion. Very good. He covers everything. And the first thing he mentioned was his wife, Melania. Then followed by Pence. Yeah, he also mentioned Mike Pence. And he in fact thanks Pence for doing a lot of things. I mean, it's like, I was very impressed. First time I actually watched throughout his speech with no stopping. Really, I was very impressed, very captivating. It was really a great leader speech. Okay, not him, speech. So if you actually have time, you can watch this farewell address of Donald Trump. Okay, watch this. Okay, you know I don't like him at all, but I cannot deny that this speech was really incredible, really incredible. So with his speech itself, right, with only 1.9 million subscribers for the White House, apparently, 493,000 views. I mean, come on, man. With the subscription of only 1.9, we're talking about almost 1/4 of the people went on to watch his speech compared to what the rest did on Biden's side. Okay, so that is why I say that I wish Biden all the best. All right, now the new terminology called the BIHA. You know, BIHA, Biden and Harris. Okay, the new thing. Now, of course, and right now, right, what is more crazy is that the virus has just killed 100,000 people in just 36 days as death tolls hit 400,000. Now, this is really scary. I mean, really, this is going to be a big, big problem for Biden to take on first. I think this is the biggest problem you will have now. He has to really bring the numbers down. So I really hope that, okay, okay, no, but I mean, it's first time I tell you this is that his SHI is really good. Okay, anyway, this is really what Biden really has to do right now to really bring the numbers down. If not, it's right, it's going to be more and more trouble because globally it's still ongoing. Now, what is now the warning is that the COVID mutation that is happening right now, and that is the one that people are getting very worried. Okay, of course, it's coming from everywhere, from South Africa to Germany to UK. Well, but the expert says that likely the drug will work just as well. Wow, likely, yeah. Okay, let's just hope that you really do well. Okay, so that is the big news for today. So today, I went through all the news. Nothing big really happened. There's something very interesting though. Apparently, there is this picture I couldn't get in time. But they basically stick a lot of flags on the near the Capitol building, all small little flags. Okay, of course, not too sure what's the reason. Maybe to just represent people. Okay. But of course, the Chinese saying that we put flags everywhere, right? Small little flags, it's not that good. Okay, I just hope that maybe he want to, you know, to push away the feng shui thingy because this year is a 60th year, right? So maybe Biden putting all the flags to, you know, 当下. Anyway, that's my bullshit, Okay, so the Dow rises 100 points this morning. Okay, because the tech stock went up more. So we saw that, right, sharp rebound from Facebook, the Alphabet, all right, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. I told you guys that this is what happened. After the tech shares go down, they buy up again. It's never been changing. It's been like this. This is how I've been doing for the last few months and not an entire year. But interestingly, shares like Goldman Sachs, Banks of America came down. Now, this is interesting. The earnings of the techs wasn't doing good. Share was up. The bank share that did well came down. Okay. So I did tell you guys in last MAO, I said that, right, the fourth quarter result will be priced in, and indeed. And so now the market will be focused on the next quarter result, and we'll see how it goes. So now we have Janet Yellen, right, the designated nominee for Treasury Secretary. Okay, and obviously she was a federal chief previously. She's telling that to act big. Okay, she's telling that the government, telling the federal to go all to stimulate the market. All right, this is very, very positive for the market, and because of this particular caption itself, the market turns positive right now. Okay, so that is what is happening according to what we see from the mainstream media. So Dow Jones practically was swinging between the 30,900 to 31,000, swinging 100 points up down, because everybody is just being nervous to what will happen in about 4 hours time. So of course, most people is expecting a very smooth transition. All right, Donald Trump already went out, so basically Biden has just come in, saw about 5 to 10 minutes, and that we all over. All right, so let's hope everything goes well. Let's pray for them. Okay, nothing big go crazy. So you can see that, right, everywhere now is talking about what Yellen's going to push through. Then we talk about NEO, the counter coming back. Then market rebounding on earnings, GDP in China, Facebook upgrade, earning blowout. You know, all these things. You see that now everything is very positive. Now is that everything's a buy. All right, guys, everything's a buy. So now stay on the buy side. Okay, this is what's happening on the mainstream media right now. As you can see right now, the Dow Jones yesterday, I already mentioned to you yesterday, pretty clear, right? I mentioned that as long as the Dow stays above the opening price, Dow will be going up. And indeed, Dow went up all the way. And I also mentioned to you that the KSI was green in color. So as long as the market has any buying opportunity, it will be a buy, right? You heard me loud and clear. So yesterday we can see from the opening bell, the moment the Dow opens, straight away the color change have came in. So went up the first round. Then if you miss the first round, you can have the second round, and indeed almost instantly the market went up by 100 points. If you miss the second round, there's a third round, there's a fourth round, which also it went up. If you still miss it, there's a fifth round, there's a sixth round. Oh my God. Now, really serious. And if you really, really miss it again, they even have the seventh round at the back. Oh my God. So yesterday, all the way, okay, all the way, as long as you do the CCRY, color change from red to yellow consistently, you just can't lose yesterday. Of course, talk about this too, it's already what's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. already, no point, all right? But this is really, really incredible. As long as you follow the rules, you just can't be wrong. Now, of course, if yesterday you miss everything, okay, there's one thing you shouldn't have missed. This is one here. This is a color change that came with a BNB, right? Wow, this is a beautiful one. If you didn't want to buy, you can go for the sell. This is a color change followed by a BNB that triggered something. And in this case, triggered KTR +2, okay? So that's why you can see the Dow collapse pretty fast when the cash market opens, okay? So you see everything we say about what you should do as a trader, it have all manifested, okay? Congratulations. Now, how many of you make money in Dow? If yes, can you key the word Dow in the group chat? If you have made money, please key Dow in the group chat so we can see how many of you made money from Dow yesterday. Okay, only Gerald and myself. Eunice, Angeline making money. How about the rest? Yesterday was such a straightforward one, right? A very simple trade. As long as you follow the rules, you're going to make money from the market. Oh, okay. Until now, no one typed. Oh, Arun. Okay, okay. Anybody else? That's all? Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. So even Ira Pias. Is that how I pronounce it? All right. Okay, never mind. It's okay. Probably everybody was still busy yesterday or getting a little bit uncertain with the market. Nonetheless, it's okay. No problem. Okay, let me just put in. Ray also making money. Congratulations. Okay, so this is what happened yesterday. Okay, so the thing is this. Let me share some special chart for you. Now, every morning I really scan through the entire internet to look for you some good stuff. Of course, again, it's not easy because it's saying less and lesser. But nonetheless, yesterday you can see that every mainstream media or so-called analyst was at full throttle. Okay, full throttle, telling you that hey, stock market is an early bull now. Okay, more explosive movement coming in. Wow, from Goldman Sachs. Then Morgan Stanley, okay, this guy says that the stimulus package is going to combine with the last month one. It's going to bring the GDP to 15%. Wow, GDP 15%. So like, don't buy, you're an idiot. Sorry, you don't buy, you're going to be an idiot. CNBC, Morgan Stanley says that this is a mega trend, okay, and give you top 18 stocks. 18, must buy one. Clear investment opportunity. Wow, okay. Credit Suisse says that the earnings are going to be good, going to be excellent, getting better and better, okay? JP Morgan says that it's time to shake off the FANG's fatigue and buy back the tech stocks again. Wow, okay, buy. Incredible. In a single day, simultaneously, almost around the same time, all these experts and houses are calling for buy. And yet Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan shares came down. Okay, that is the crappy part of it. So anyway, guys, I've given you what the market tells yesterday. This is for you, all right? It's a very good combination. I didn't do this actually. It was taken from this Norman trader. He compiled this and I just captured it, but I think that it's excellent, okay? So remember, on the 19th of January or aka 20th of January, this today, the whole world asks you to buy, okay? The whole world, all the experts are calling you to buy. So guys, you should be buying, okay? You should be buying, okay? Yeah, see Bloomberg, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, JP Morgan, you know, everybody's asking you to buy. So just stay by, okay? Stay by, huh? Okay, stay by, okay. Well, okay, all right. So the thing is this. Definitely why everybody's buying, because everyone is taking above normal risk. People are all buying way above their tolerance, but people don't care because you know what? If you don't buy, you're full. Now you are the, you just like everybody playing this game, the Pikachu, Pokemon game, right? When people all playing and you're not playing, right? You are like the outcast. No, so now everybody is buying stocks and making money from stocks. I've been seeing all the forums. So many people are making money from stocks. Every penny counter can buy already. Okay. Yeah, right, Colin. Everybody is buying. Yeah, if you don't buy, you're going to be a outcast. You're going to be a dumb person. Yeah, indeed, apparently. So this is really what is going on crazily. It's ongoing right now. Okay, I can tell you upfront here. If the whole world tell you to buy, and today the market goes up, buy. But if yesterday the whole world tell you to buy, and today the market sell, you better run down the hill. Okay, we understand my point. Yes, my point is this: if everybody say, stay up in the hill now, you don't go, no worry, things will be good, and the market's coming down today, you run down. Okay, you run downwards. All right, this is always the point here. Okay, there's a difference between these two. When you are, at the bottom, you hit up for the hill. When the market is the other way around, you go the other way. Okay, so you heard me loud and clear. So everybody now is buy. Okay, stay buy, huh? So what is happening now on US dollar positioning, right? These are macro charts. Apparently, this is where we are now. The last 16 years, last 17 years. Okay. Now this is something very important. Okay, you can see that, right? Whenever the US dollar, okay, apparently for US dollar, whenever it comes down to the point of where it's negative $30 billion, you can see what happened over here on history. That is whereby almost, we can see the market will bottom out. Now, this is a very concerning factor, all of you. It's a very concerning factor. Because if, let's say, this is going to work like a repeated pattern, now what will happen next? Tell me, guys, what will happen? If this is going to really repeat, all right? Okay, what will happen? Tell me. That means that if this is going to repeat, the dollar will have to strengthen again. But the problem is, Cal, how can the dollar strengthen when the the stimulus is ongoing? Now, I told you guys the stimulus package can come with two ways. One is printing. The other one itself is through fiscal policies. And one of them, the reason why the dollar is coming, is doing this itself, right? Because Biden is going to go in. All right, you can see this. So if there is a reason for this, okay, for US to strengthen, right, something terrible must happen soon. Okay, I tell you this upfront. For any time for the US dollar to strengthen on its own without any other stuff, that means something terrible must happen, because it's always been proven US dollar will always be in great demand whenever something terrible happens. Okay, I repeat myself the third time. Usually, if there's no fiscal, no stimulus, nothing at all, and suddenly if the US dollar recovers on its own, that means that there is a heavy demand for it, and there's the only reason for that is because something terrible might be happening soon. So that's the reason why I say that if you believe in chart view, then of course, you may say, Cal, maybe there's a little bit more down wave, then go up. Okay, maybe, whatever. It can all happen, guys. I'm just informing you based on the last 17 years history, this is where we are now. So of course, you may ask a very big important question, Cal. What if happen if the dollar really goes up, right? What will happen? Yeah, you should know what I'm going to say next, all right? The GOLD gold will be in a position, we are very shaky position. I repeat, when the gold, when the dollar really goes up, right? GOLD gold will be in a very dangerous position, because if you look carefully, when the last time when the dollar came down, right, in 2010 to 2011, when the dollar came down, gold went up all the way to 1,900. Then after that, when gold has fizzled out at the top, all right, that was because the US dollar strengthened. Okay, remember that. And that was where gold from 1,900 dropped all the way down to below 1,000. So this one, you have to be very careful on that. Okay, that's the reason why I say that, right? Temporarily itself, I'm not optimistic in gold on the longer term. Okay, at least for now, until we see a significant pullback, then maybe when they need to again, print more money, that will help the gold price recover again. Okay, so that's my personal take, at least from the US dollar positioning point of view. Okay, all right, so we can see that that is the charts now. Let's look at the current market situation. Okay. Okay, so now this is the Dow daily chart once again. Very nice, no problem. As long as the market stays above the MA30, no one need to panic. Okay, no panic button need to be pressed. All right, so guys, as long as the Dow Jones today stays above this number, okay, stays above. Okay, wait. Change color for you. As long as the Dow Jones stays above 30,695, you guys are safe. Okay, all the bull traders, you are safe because that is what you need to watch out for. Okay. Now, of course, today the top side, right? Just in case it rally up, right? Okay, let me just show to you now the top side number. Today number, the big number will be 31,280 lah, 31280. 31280. So which means that if later on, if let's say the maybe Joe Biden go out on stage, people all celebrate his big victory, maybe the Dow Jones can go all the way to 31,280. Okay, so you got me clear? This is the top side, this is the bottom side. Okay, so two numbers for you: 31,280, 30,695. Okay, cool, right? Every morning, such a good stuff to show you. Okay, good numbers for you to take note of. Okay, pretty good, huh? Okay, that is for the Dow. I will key the numbers into there. Okay, apology if you cannot hear me clearly. All right. Yeah, waiting for my speaker to come. It should be coming soon. Okay, once it's there, I can hear my very nice voice. Okay, joke. All right. Now this is the Dow Jones longitude chart, the one that I draw a long time ago. Okay, drawing new for you. So there's no much changes. So I just leave it there. Week chart, obviously, okay, there's some form of resistance at the new BMB area. But of course, the Dow is still staying pretty high. So unless the Dow can break below 30,650, the same number that I just mentioned ago, just will go. Then if not, right, the Dow still is pretty positive. Okay. So that is that is today's Dow Jones. Now today's Dow Jones, interesting. There's few numbers to watch out for. Number one, the Dow Jones today opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. So as long as Dow stay above OP, Dow will be going up. Now there's a KCB level at 31,019. So that is the KCB number right there. Okay. Now if the Dow goes down below OP, right, then of course they will go down to the first pivot 2 that is 30,733. So there's a difference between the conventional chart and ours because this is the trade with the boys system. So at the moment now looks okay, looks positive, but there's something I need to express concern, guys. This is very important. Do you notice that yesterday Dow Jones the tail touches the midpoint of the cage itself? Do you notice this? I'll repeat one more time. Yesterday the Dow Jones, the tail touches the midpoint, right? Now when the Dow touches the midpoint of the cage, what does it mean, everybody? Those who are my students, what does it mean? Anybody can tell me? Yes, correct, Yu Ming, indeed. Big movement on the way. Yes, big movement is on the way. Now, of course, with the KSI green, it does represent that, maybe the Dow will go even higher. 13-turn rate, that's why the KCB flip down. You can see it's flipping around there. When the color changes, the KCB also change. Live sharing. So big movement is going to coming explosive. So now with the KSI green, that means there is a very high potential that Dow may even go even higher to 32,000. Okay, but I want to warn everybody on the flip side. Okay, now do you notice this? The Dow is moving up, right? In a way, all right. The KSI is also up, right? But the colors doesn't seem to be showing the upside, correct enough? Okay, so now what's going to happen is that this is very clearly, it's a very complicated chart viewership here, is that although it's red in color, supposed to be down, but the market overall is being pumped up. Okay, so what is going to happen is like this. Okay, what happened is if the Dow, if the turn to yellow bar, this can go up much higher. But if the KSI turn red, if the KSI turn red, okay, turns red, and the Dow breaks below, all right, the uptrend, the last few days uptrend, right? This can be very drastic. I repeat, this can be very drastic. Okay, so the upside itself, right, is there, but the downside could be very drastic. So if it's going to be drastic, it will be this point here, and that is the 30,380. So guys, you heard me loud and clear on this. Okay, so very clearly today, we could see just today or tomorrow, or even Friday, we're going to see very explosive movement coming in, very explosive, okay? All right, so traders, you heard me loud and clear. So just make sure get your eyes on the chart whenever you can, and then look at the market. Now look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at it. The Nasdaq. The Nasdaq yesterday, the low was 12,824. The level I placed for you was 12,821. Wow, I missed by 3 points, and I will capture the low of the day. But come on, man. If you draw the line yesterday that I told you to draw, you would know that in Nasdaq yesterday was above the line, above the MA30, right? And you see, oh my goodness, look at it, beautiful. Wow, this is how powerful it is, man, your MA30. So today is incredible. Today, the MA30 and the BMB happen to be the same number. Can I put it up to you? Okay, about there. So today, there is a very interesting support here itself at 12,855. Okay, again, this number, right? So as long as the Nasdaq stays up, no problem. The Nasdaq really cannot come down to 12,855. Cannot, cannot. This one, die must hold, okay? Now, with the Nasdaq now 200 points higher, it seems to be a little bit tough to come down, right? Yeah, it's all possible. The only concerning point is that the Nasdaq is going higher, but the RSI is going lower. So again, there is a divergence at the moment. So traders, you just have to, watch carefully. But at the moment now, the Nasdaq looks cool, looks really cool. Okay. The Nasdaq weekly chart, a longitude chart itself is still saying the same thing. All right, it's still hovering between this angle here, but it's still towards upside. You can see very clearly. So stay long. And for today, using our system, let's take a look. Okay, there we go. All right, for today, Nasdaq. Okay, the opening price is interesting. The opening price for Nasdaq today, okay, the opening price for today is interesting, all right? Okay, all right, it says that, right, the opening price is actually above P2, okay, slightly above P2. And if Nasdaq basically goes below the P2, there will be selling. There will be selling, okay? So clear traders, something interesting today, I'm going to say up front, Today, Nasdaq itself, right, 13,042 is a very critical level, and the opening price is just slightly above it. So you heard me loud and clear. If Nasdaq goes below the pivot 2, there will be some selling, okay? Likely, it will come back down to the cage RL level, okay? So traders, take note of that. But of course, if it stays strong, then he can go all the way to even 13,264, okay? Traders, watch out for this, Nasdaq today, the opening price is almost exactly on the pivot 2 level. Watch out for that, okay? Nasdaq, okay. All right, so everybody clear with that? Okay. All right, all clear? Okay, all right, so all clear with me? If you can, please key number 1 right now. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, now for the S&P 500, the S&P is still showing very strong signal here. So I'm gonna push it higher. So as long as the S&P stays above the MA 3760, everything is okay for today. All right, today MA is 3760. So as long as the S&P stays above this figure, there's no reason to be concerned for. Okay, no reason. Now, what is healthy is that now S&P 500 and broke above the latest BMB. So that is 3781. So as long as the S&P stay over 3781, there's no reason to panic at all. No reason to panic. So stay long on the market as long as the S&P stays above 3781. Support level is 3760. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So that is the S&P in terms of the daily conventional. This one is the megaphone, so nothing has changed. So I'm going to leave it down there. Hang Seng yesterday, wow. Crazy, but expected. See, Hang Seng yesterday went all the way up, almost testing the 29,900 level. Now, when Hang Seng was at a trading of 29,800 plus, I did mention traders can consider the book again profit because why? Well, conventionally, conventionally, you can see right now, conventionally, when the RS high hits about 74 to 75, usually there is some form of profit taking. Okay, every time when the market hits 74 to 75, there's some form of profit taking. So traders today, tomorrow, you may want to look at it. All right. Now, yesterday, Hang Seng actually came down a little bit from the high. The high yesterday was 29,892. It went down to close at 29,537. I mean, at 400 points, but obviously it's very clear-cut profit taking. Okay. Now, what is the reason? Obviously, of course, they say it's earnings, but we know that from this point here, when it was rising up here back then, it was solely because there was some very big fund coming in, and obviously, it's all right. It came from one of the governments. Okay. All right. Yes, Biden Treasury did ask for even tough stance against China, but okay, we all know that sometimes you must do a bit of wayang. Okay, I'll leave it there. But the thing is this, let me just explain this one more time. I was asked this last week. Kel, you mentioned that, right, government actually use stock market for what? Now, do remember this, okay? Government across the world, usually they can take back money to make the country better is that through taxes, right? Okay, only through taxes is the only way they really can get the money from the people. The other way is obviously from crimes and stuff like that, whereby they fine people or they penalty. Yeah, this is another source of income. But there's one more income that's always the best income that everybody knows. Okay, okay, is what? Okay, it is the point whereby they will make the stock market goes up. Everybody buys, everybody dump their money in, expecting the economy to do well, and that will stimulate the economy because stock market is doing well, everything's good, right? At one moment, it looks very rosy. It helps the government. Then at one time itself, right, when it's at the peak already, all the big boys, all their big supporters have released the stocks to the people, and then they will flush the market down. And once the market is flushed down, okay, all the money will go back to the right people, including the government. And then, of course, the people who are now stuck at the top have no choice. They work even harder to make back the money that they lost, right? So that will again stimulate the economy. You understand? So like that itself, right? It's a good deal. Every time I push a market, I stimulate. I pull back the market, it also stimulates. Then no matter how, it's good. That's why you see the stock market all the way has never come down. All the way, there are correctional pool, but every big drop always comes with a very strong recovery. That's why the stock market in Dow Jones from 56 points in 1896 until today, 2021, is from 56 points to now 31,000 points. Have you noticed this? It has never really come down. So that's why any big major correction is always a great time to buy into the market. Got it? Okay, so I make myself very clear my positioning today. All right, Fred, gold is flying. Good. Okay, let's just see gold later. All right. Okay, so you guys, you got my idea now for what I'm seeing on Hang Seng. So I already given you my view, right? So you do know to take notice what I'm going to say. Okay. All right. So that is the U.S. market. How about the gold market? Now, gold yesterday initially came down first. There was a big spike down. All right, there was a flush. And after the flush finished, the market recovered. Now, all this is very clear cut. I tell people this, very simple, guys. If this flush is real, it will go down double the size, meaning this will go down by one more time downwards, okay? If the flush is real. But if the flush is a fake one, because they want to buy, then it will be the same thing. It will go upwards instead, 1 times 1. So very simple, guys. You take the high here. This is like 1830, right? Okay, this is like 1830. The low is about 1810 for those using cash market. So this is like a $20 drop, right? So very simple. Gold will go up now to 1850. This is the so-called cash market. So if here to here is $20, right? If it goes up, right, you'll go up by also $20 easily. Yeah, indeed. So from where we were yesterday, gold will hit about 1848 to 1850 based on the futures price. Can you see that? Okay, got the idea now? Pretty interesting, right? That's called flush. Flush is very good to use if you know how to utilize it in the right manner. Okay, so in PTP, I will share with you more on this, the 1 times 1 rule. All right, so gold at the moment now, they are saying that gold price is melting fast amid rise in inflation. Okay, another one say that no, gold will go up. Okay, gold will go up because now wow, the dollar will flood the market. Oh, okay. Gold price maintain daily gains, and Yellen say US dollar does not seek a weaker dollar. Okay, this is a very important thing. US does not seek weaker dollar. That means they are not looking at the weaker dollar, at least from Yellen mouth. So whether you trust her or if you don't trust her, you can make your call. But pretty clear. Yesterday, this is what happened to gold yesterday. Gold opens above the pivot one, right? So as long as gold stay above OP, it will be a buy. But there's a problem. The KSI on gold, it is red. So which means that when gold hit KTR +1 to +3, it's the time to book profit. It's not for you to chase. That's the difference here. All right, and of course the blue bar is still there, right? That means that the overall market is still bearish. Okay, it's still bearish. So with that, let's take a look what happened on yesterday's gold. You can see that already forecast, right? Gold yesterday above OP, you buy. CCRY, you buy, you buy, you buy, you buy. You're all safe. Okay, pretty good, right? But once gold hit KTR +1, I told you earlier, right? Because the terrain is a sell terrain. So once the KTR trigger, CCYR. Now, if you didn't notice this, all of you, my students, did you not notice this is a BMB? Can you see that? This is a BMB. Now, BMB don't need to be a very big, extensive candle. BMB, as long as the rule complies to it, it is. So it's a BMB followed by a color change and triggered KTR +1. Wow, that is the same thing that I mentioned yesterday that you must look out for to sell indeed. And if the terrain on the day chart is KSI red, then of course you can see why gold plunged so fast last night. All right, interesting. Indeed, right? Interesting, right? This is something that we taught in the class and really it keep on happening. So every single day, all you need to do is this: look out for the 3 trading strategies that I mentioned before and stick with it. You don't see any of these things, you don't trade. As long as they happen, you trade. The chance of you winning is going to be pretty high. Agreeable? For if those who agree what I just say, please key number 8 right now. Key number 8. Yeah, number 8. If you agree what I just said. All right, excellent. Thank you guys for all the strong support. Okay. All right, I just saw that the Dow is coming off. Okay. Thank you. All right. All right, so this is what happened on gold yesterday. Okay, gold yesterday. So guys, use it to your advantage. Okay, use it to your advantage and trade according to plan. I'm quite sure you guys are gonna make good money today. All right, as long as you follow the ground rules. Okay. All right, so that is the gold yesterday. Let's look at gold today, shall we? Now for gold today, look at it. Okay, this is gold today. So what you're seeing right now on gold, everybody take a look. Right, it seems to be that gold is trying to stage a recovery, right? Right from the 2 days ago, the drop back then. Now the thing is this, okay, based on what you're seeing right now, but the MA30 is still below the MA200. And now the lower number for today is at 1867. I repeat, 1867. So today, the strong resistance will be at 1867 based on gold MA30. Okay. So 1867 will be the resistance for today. So traders, watch out for that. Okay, traders, watch out for that. Okay. 1867. All right, Ken. All right, so that is the gold outlook for today. Right, more towards the downside than upside on the conventional chart. Okay. Weekly chart wise, well, nothing have changed much. Okay, it's still the same. Right, only now it's going upwards. All right, so 1845 at the moment now, at least still hovering between the two range, 1866 and 1762. Okay. Then let's look at today's market. Wow, what happened? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, day chart first. Okay. Day chart wise, oh, interesting. Day chart wise, there is a potential CCRY coming soon. Now, on the day chart today, you can see that the opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. Now, today, the pivot 1 and pivot 2 is very tight range, okay? It's about $13 range only. So as long as the gold stays above OP today, okay, stays above OP today, you should be buying gold towards the first level, KCB 1846, which I believe have been triggered, right? 1846 have been triggered. The next KCB, it will be, sorry, the next level will be 1850, because that's a pivot one. Then the next one will be 1854, the next KCB there. Now, of course, on the flip side, take a look. If the market can stay above 1854, there is a very high possibility that gold will go back to 1914 again, if the market can stay above the 1854 KCB level. But if the market resisted at any of the KCB level, then the selling is still there. Because look at the chart wise, the KSI is still red in color. All right, remember we used the KSI the day before, not today's chart. Only thing that is the good part of this whole positiveness is that the KCX at the bottom is blinking. So a bit confusing, right? So what should I do, Kel? Now, what I'm trying to explain to you is the KCX by blinking at the bottom tells you that the market bottom, the bottom is around here, which already happened, right? So that's why the market recover. But when it's recovering, the KSI is red. That means the boys are distributing downwards and upwards. Okay, unless the color change happen or kick in, then yes, this will actually be good. Now on the flip side now, okay, on the flip side, the market is going up, but the KSI is going down. So same thing once again, if the market later on turns green, if the KSI ever turns green, the next few days turns green, then the market will go up very strongly. But on the flip note, if the KSI stay red, okay, if the KSI stay red, and if the market break the at the moment now, right, the selling can be very drastic. The selling can be very drastic. Okay, you heard me the second time saying this, right? Because both the Dow and the gold market apparently has the same movement. And I told you before, right, gold and Dow actually they move in tandem. All right, I know that it sounds a bit funny now saying this, but apparently at this moment now, they do move in tandem in the overall aspect. But at the moment now, it seems to be going different direction, right? Yeah, of course. Again, this depends how the boys want to play the game initially, right? But I have given you my drawing. You can see that, okay? So you take it as a guidance, okay, for today's trading, all right? So today's terrain is more on the sell side, okay? So if the gold goes up, if we hit KTR +1, see? You see? Once you hit KTR +1, right, you can see the price pullback because the terrain is a sell terrain. So when the market goes to KTR +1 level, there'll always be some pullback. And you see it live right now, it's really happening. Cool, right? Our system, very cool, okay? All right, so that is gold. Of course, I need to do about silver. Silver. Sorry, wrong chart, this one. Silver is also basically holding on it, right, very nicely. Now, silver, basically now the moving average of $25.72. Silver has been also trying to climb up. It hits the 200-day MA beautifully and then recover. So if let's say you want to buy silver, then let it bring back down to MA 200. At least you feel safer because the last few incidents when the market hit the MA 200, right? Always the silver next 2 days will recover. So if you want to buy silver, wait for silver to come down to the MA 200. Then at least you buy it will be safer for you. Okay? Heard me? Yes. Now, will silver be part of the trade the boy system? Maybe we will do it by maybe March. Okay, by March we'll introduce silver. Okay, that's of course a very tactical reason for that. March. If you have been hearing my MAO for the longest of time, you will know that why I say March, April will be a very good time to launch silver. Okay, okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right. That is the silver chart, okay? And okay, then oil is still recovering. Oil is still recovering very nicely, moving up itself. Okay, so oil is the one. So if oil prices go up, but the stock market doesn't go up, right, then this one be very concerned. Okay, the MA now, and push it up again. MA is now at $50.71. Okay, okay, silver, silver. Straight away, a lot of people text me on the side. Cal, great, silver. Okay, good. Okay, we wait for that to come. All right, it was people asking Cal, silver is cheaper, so is it better for return? Let's put it this way. Silver now is $25. Now, if let's say we're talking about the same thing that happened back in year 2011, silver went up to $50, right? Remember that? So it went up by 1/4. So logically now gold is at 1,800. For gold to go up by 1/4 from today's value, gold has to go past 3,600 to be 1 times 1, right? So can gold go to 3,006? That's a little bit tough, in my personal opinion. Okay, so if let's say the euphoric happen again for the gold and silver, right? Then of course, silver to go back to $50, it makes more sense and more possible. So if it's just purely on speculation, then silver will be a better bet. Purely on speculation. Okay, you heard me, okay, great stuff, right? As usual, every time you come to here, you have great stuff listening from me. All right, so that is silver. And of course, our Bitcoin. Now, our Bitcoin yesterday was brilliant. Bitcoin yesterday was brilliant. If you follow the KCX rule, if the KCX turned green, look out for color change, red to yellow. BNB was there. Can you see that at the left corner? Straight away, the Bitcoin went up first round. Then after that, the KCX appears again on screen. You waited for the color change. Now this one did about a bit of zebra effect for half an hour. Then after that, went up again. So second strike. Then after that, it pulled back down again. The KCX blink. Now that means for Bitcoin, when you see profits of a reasonable size, you just take out and run. Okay, that is how you trade Bitcoin. You don't really hold it all the way. The third time yesterday for Bitcoin, right? The KCX at the bottom, CCRY come in, you buy again, you make money. All right, if you held it longer, wow, bigger profit. Okay, a bigger profit. The pivot is today's pivot. Sorry, I have no time to wake up this morning. So this one is the KTR and pivot is not correct. Not yesterday's one. Okay, and this one, now you can see this is brilliant. The KCX blink, 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 blink 5 times, okay, over the span of 2 hours. But no color change, cannot buy, cannot buy, cannot buy. So people who just buy randomly, they are killed. Those who follow the system, they profit. So that is a big difference here. If you don't follow system, right, you will get hit. So if yesterday you follow the system, 4 trades signal, 4 victories. Excellent, right? This is how you do your Bitcoin trading. And let's do a Bitcoin today. Now this morning, I already got a Bitcoin trade already this morning. This morning, there's a KCX right here in the morning, right here. Okay, but because there's no color change, you cannot enter. After that, until here, also no color change, cannot enter. Until here, when the color change, the KCX still blinking, you can see very clearly now the color change over. Straight away, if you come in to buy Bitcoin, you will make some money, about $250 in a span about 25 minutes. All right, that's the point here. For trading Bitcoin, it's just like that. You see rules, you just follow. Don't care, don't bother, just follow the rules. Okay. So of course, this is going to be very interesting. Of course, you can see the KCX turned green, right? The KSI, sorry, the KSI from red turned green. It's a big KSI jump. It's a very big jump. That's why the market goes up. On the flip note earlier, you can see that, right? Okay, there is another jump right here, but because there's no color change, the price go down first. So you have to follow the color change. On the day chart on the Bitcoin, on the bigger front, now you can see that this Bitcoin have been sluggish the last few days. Now this is something very important, dear all. Now, obviously, when the Bitcoin was going up was because there's a lot of money, a lot of free, easy money in the market. Hence, therefore, right, people buy Bitcoin. So one thing to watch out for whether the easy money, is it still in the system, is if Bitcoin suddenly have some profit taking and it's going to be substantial, right, then be careful. That means the easy money probably is out from the market. So this one you must take out loss. That's why I'm putting Bitcoin side by side, right, to make sure that if I see Bitcoin has any big movement, all right, I must watch out for that. Okay, so you got me, that is for Bitcoin. Okay, watch out for that. All right, guys, before you go for today, all right, this is the 50th quotes, all right? Live life to the fullest and focus on the positive. And that is what I always believe. And do note once again, tomorrow, 30th of January will be my preview. All right, I really want you guys to tell your friends the good part of our system and get more people to come in. I really want to expand my team, okay? All right, sorry, what is this? Okay, someone sent something. Someone sent me some stuff on the site. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Okay. Right, for that. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, Kelly, can you just send me this link to my Telegram? Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Take care and stay safe. Okay. Bye-bye.